grumbling. I swear, these infernal devices were invented solely to torment those of us who remember rotary phones. Alice, with the determination of a brain surgeon, jabs at the screen. Each tap is a monumental effort, accompanied by muttered incantations. Alice, muttering, "Okay, Brenda, just need to tell you, Saturday's lunch is at my place, not yours." Simple, right? Famous last words. She types with the grace of a T-Rex, attempting to play the piano. The result is a masterpiece of misspellings and autocorrect fails. Alice, reading aloud, "Saturday, lunch, my house, be there. Victory, I've conquered technology." But her triumph is short-lived. A moment later, panic floods her face. Alice, exasperated, "Wait, where did it go? Did it vanish into the digital abyss?" Laura, without looking up, "Probably ended up in the same black hole where all your texts go, Granny. Along with your car keys and your sanity." Alice groans dramatically and thrusts the phone at Laura. Alice, pleading, "Fix it, child. Send Brenda the message before I spontaneously combust from frustration." Laura, a mischievous glint in her eye, snatches the phone. Her fingers dance across the keyboard with lightning speed, a symphony of taps and giggles. Alice, suspicious, "You're sending the right message, right? No funny business." Laura, innocently, "Oh, absolutely. Just adding a little flair." Meanwhile, across town, Frank, a sprightly 70-year-old bachelor, lounges in his recliner. He's engrossed in a magazine featuring vintage cars, dreaming of open roads and roaring engines. Suddenly, his phone buzzes. Frank, reading aloud, eyebrows raised, "Hey, handsome. Come over this weekend. Bring wine. Let's make it a night to remember." Alice. Frank's face lights up like a Christmas tree. He tosses the magazine aside, sprays himself with enough cologne to fumigate a small country, and dashes off to prepare for the date of a lifetime. Frank, to himself, "Alice? Has she finally seen the light? This calls for my best silk shirt." Alice, humming a cheerful tune, meticulously sets the table. A fresh fruit tart sits proudly in the center, a testament to her baking prowess. She's expecting Brenda, ready for a gossip-filled afternoon. The doorbell rings. Alice, calling out, "Brenda, you're early. Always punctual, that one." She swings open the door, a welcoming smile on her face. But instead of Brenda, she's greeted by Frank, holding a bottle of wine and a bouquet of roses that look suspiciously like they were stolen from the neighbor's garden. Frank, winking, "You called, darling?" And I answered, "Ready for our night to remember?" Alice's jaw drops. Laura, lurking in the background, erupts in laughter, nearly falling off the couch in hysterics. Alice, turning to Laura, horrified, "What did you do?" Laura, wheezing with laughter, "I just spiced things up a little, added a dash of romance, a sprinkle of chaos." Frank, oblivious to the impending disaster, waltzes in. He pulls out Alice's chair with the flourish of a seasoned gentleman. Frank, gallantly, "I must say, Alice, I had no idea you harbored such passionate feelings for me, but I always did admire a woman who knows what she wants." Alice, flustered, I didn't text you. It was a mistake. A terrible, hilarious mistake. Frank, holding up his phone. Then who sent this? It's got your name all over it. And a winky face. Alice snatches the phone and sees Laura's handiwork. The evidence is damning. She slowly turns to her granddaughter, who is now doubled over, tears streaming down her face. Alice, muttering, "I am going to haunt that child when I'm gone, and possibly before." Frank, looking slightly heartbroken and utterly bewildered, sighs dramatically. He tosses the bouquet onto the couch, where it lands with a pathetic thud and makes for the door. Frank, dramatically, "Well, I suppose I'll take my wine and my shattered dreams elsewhere. Farewell, Alice." Alice, feeling a pang of guilt and maybe a tiny bit flattered, does the unthinkable. She snatches the wine bottle from his hand and raises an eyebrow. Alice, smirking, "Well, you did bring wine. Might as well stay and share it. Unless you're afraid of a little harmless conversation." Frank stops mid-step, turning slowly. "Wait, really? You mean there's still a chance?" Laura, gasping, "Granny, are you flirting? This is better than reality TV." Alice, playfully, "Hush, child. Grown folks are talking. Besides, free wine is free wine." Frank grins, retrieves the discarded bouquet, and plops onto the couch next to Alice. Frank, "All right, Alice, you win me over with wine. But tell me, was this whole thing just a clever plot to lure me here? A cunning scheme worthy of James Bond?" Alice, sipping her wine, "Frank, if I were trying to seduce you, I'd have burned a candle, worn my pearls, and played some Barry White. This was pure, unadulterated chaos." Frank, grinning, "Noted for next time. Barry White it is." Alice and Frank clink their glasses, a spark of something unexpected flickering between them. Laura, still cackling, snaps a quick photo of them together. Laura, excitedly, "This is so going on Facebook." Accidental date, texting fail. Senior romance. Granny got game. Alice groans, but deep down, she's actually enjoying herself. Mr. Pickles the cat flicks his tail, unimpressed as always. He's seen it all before. Narrator. And just like that, Alice Jenkins went from a texting disaster to a Friday night success. All thanks to a little technological incompetence and a granddaughter with a penchant for mischief. Fade out to laughter. The end. Did you enjoy Alice's texting escapade? Share this hilarious short film with your friends and family. Like, comment, and subscribe for more side-splitting content. And who knows, maybe you'll find inspiration for your own accidental romance. What are you waiting for? Go on and share the laughter.